Welcome to Arra Veterinary Clinic. My name is Mairead and today we are going to show you our physio centre here in the vet clinic. We're going to do some work with Milo on the underwater treadmill in our hydrotherapy part. Milo's my own dog and recently he's recovered from surgery, so he's an ideal candidate now for some rehabilitation on our treadmill and he loves it. Are you coming on in, Milo? Come on, Milo. Good boy, good boy. So as part of the first session when we do hydrotherapy, we just train your dog to love hopping in and out, which Milo knows to do. Come on, do you want to come out? And hop back in. Come on, Milo. Come on, in. So lots of treats, we never force them in. This is going to be a really enjoyable experience for them. Milo's been in and out a few times, but when your dog comes, we'll never force them in. So it's all about fun and enjoyment and gaining confidence. So we don't want to be lifting pets into it and making them scared. So come on, Milo. So we're going to close the door now on Milo. So he's in the treadmill now. So the next step when your pet arrives is to get them used to the sensation of the treadmill moving. So come on, Milo. Come on, Milo. So the treadmill alone without the water in it is a fantastic way of getting your dog to exercise and move. Come on, Milo. So we want to keep them, encouraging them to move forward. So Milo's looking for treats now because he knows the minute the treadmill goes that he gets a little treat. Milo, here. So you can see he's quite happy with that. Sometimes it takes pets a while to get used to that. And we do it nice and slowly. We never want to scare them. Milo's tail is wagging away, he's enjoying himself. And I find after they get off it, they're so full of confidence and they just love it. So we're going to stop now. And the next step then is to introduce our water. So hydrotherapy means water therapy. So by adding in the water, what we're doing is we're creating an environment where there's less weight bearing on their joints. So it's easier for dogs that have had injuries and that to walk in it, and it's more supportive. The other thing it does is it increases resistance. So as the pet is moving their limbs, there's an increased resistance, so they have to walk a little harder. So Milo's quite used to the water part. So what we do is we have a hot tap and a cold tap, and we let it fill nice and slowly around them. So we're just going to let that fill now. I don't like popping them into it when it's full because that's very scary for them and they don't know what's happening. So we want to do everything nice and slowly. So we're just going to get that filled now. So while we're waiting for the treadmill to fill with water, I'm going to talk through some of the different things that the hydrotherapy treadmill is really useful for. So the obvious one is injuries. If your dog has had surgery for a broken leg or cruciate or anything like that, you can get them into physio and hydrophysio very quickly afterwards once the wound is healed. The reason for this is it's non-impact and low weight bearing, so they're able to get in and out very quickly and safely. The other things that it can be used for is arthritis. We have a lot of older pets coming in, and the warm water on their joints and the very, very gentle movement of it, they do so well afterwards. It really loosens them up, and they have to work a little bit harder, so they're moving those joints a bit better when they're in there. The other thing that we found it really useful for is weight management. So overweight pets coming in here and doing a little bit of a workout on it, with the increased resistance, they have to work a little bit harder and they burn off more calories. What I've discovered as well since we've started using this is the owner-pet bond that develops. This is very much an owner-pet therapy. We want the owners in here with their pet. They have to stand at the top and encourage their dog forward. I see that there's a huge bond builds when their dog is in here. They're so proud of their dog when they get how to do it and they're moving, and when they see how happy they are in here, definitely it develops an owner-pet bond. This can be used just for regular exercise. You know, there's no harm in booking a session and getting your dog in here and getting a different stimulation for them, a different type of workout, a different type of mental workout where they have to think about things a bit different, and they'll gain an awful lot of confidence. So overall, I found it fantastic asset. Milo loves coming in here. The minute he hears that he's going in here, he just jumps in. So we won't be taking pets in here if they don't like it. This is all about enjoyment and fun. So while still hasn't come up to the correct level for Milo, but we're going to keep him moving to keep him warm. So we'll get him moving again now so he's not getting bored. Are you ready? Yes, go Milo! Oh, you're so clever. So you can see when he's walking, he has to really extend those limbs out and he has to work a little bit harder. So when the water level is lower, they have to lift their legs higher to get up over it. So you see he has to lift his legs up a little bit higher than he would when he's normally walking. So it's a bit harder. So what we do is we do intervals. So we do a little bit of walking and then we stop for a rest and a treat. Watch now, the minute this stops, the head will be up looking for his treat. Now, he knows that it's treat time. So you let them have a few seconds of a break, and depending on the program that your physiotherapist will have set up for you, they're all different. Like Milo's able to go quite a length of time on it, whereas an older dog, you might do only 10 seconds and give them a break. So we'll get him going again. Are you ready, Milo? No, don't turn around. Come on, go. They actually learn the beeps, and once the beeps start going, they know that it's their time to go. So the level of the water is still below his hock, so he's lifting his leg up a little bit higher now. And you can see his tail, he's his tail up, and he's really using these muscles on his back, which we want to build up now after his surgery. We want to build up all them muscles on his back. So he's doing really well now. And you can see he's quite happy to do it. There's no problem with it. And the minute now he hears the beep for a stop, you'll see he'll be waiting for his treat. Are you waiting for your treat? Yeah? Good boy. So some dogs are treat orientated, or some are toy orientated. Milo likes either, so sometimes we throw a ball in there. You can see him pawing at the water. You'll see them pawing at the water when they're ready for it to go again. Look, he's like, come on, let's get going. So we can throw a ball in there to entice them to go forward. We can give them treats. It's all positive reinforcement. There's no tying them up or throwing them in the deep end, as you'd say. So if you look along his back and his hips here and his tail, he's really working hard. He's using all them muscles. So you want to keep them coming straight. He's doing a little bit of a trot now. Keep them going straight so they're using all their limbs equally. Good boy. Good boy. Are you ready to stop? Good boy. Well done. Did you drop the last treat? So Milo's finishing off his session now, and we're just starting to empty the treadmill and we're doing our intervals. So just in summary, with hydrotherapy, water is a fantastic rehabilitation source. Everyone knows themselves, if you go for a walk on the beach and you get your feet into the water, and the resistance, but also the therapeutic thing of the water itself around the joints and the sore joints. We find it absolutely fantastic for all orthopedic injuries and surgeries, also for arthritis, for weight management, for general fitness. Milo's ready to go again. He's here pawing, ready to go. For general fitness, and also I think it's fantastic for confidence in the dog, getting their brain to work in a different way than it's ever worked before, and the rewarding and the relationship it develops between the pet and the owner. The owners are just so proud of their pets when they get in here and they have a bit of fun. So overall, it's just a great asset in the clinic to have, and I'm so delighted to be able to offer this service now to all our clients. We're going to keep him walking here to keep him warm and also to dry him off a little bit, letting the water get out. When they come out afterwards, in general, they get a little bit of an adrenaline rush and they're so delighted with themselves. The day after then they might be a little bit sore and tired, the same as ourselves after doing a workout in the gym. But all of them come back in the week after or a few days later and they're delighted to hop back in again. I suppose it's like anyone that exercises, it releases the endorphins and it makes them feel happy in themselves. Good boy. So if you'd like more information on this or you want to see more of the videos that we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram, Mairead Arra Vet. You can also follow us on YouTube and Facebook as well, which is Arra Veterinary Clinic. We just want to keep everyone informed about different things and how to look after your pets and all the different options that are available to you as well. Good boy. Hey, are you good? Come on. Are you ready to get out? Come on, so. You ready? You all done?